retard, retard, retard.
Hey, Aviator, thank you so much for the 23 months. Hello to you, and I hope you're doing good, Aviator. Thank you so much for your support. Right, let me just check something here. I just had an issue starting up the Phoenix. Let's go live weather, live time. So hopefully it'll work this time. Oh, come on. What's happening with my Phoenix now? Apply. Let's start up. Oh dear. I have a feeling that I may need to restart the whole sim because the Phoenix will not start up. And I'm also getting issues with the model matching. So let me just restart everything. Hey, yeah, MEN, wonderful. Thank you so much for joining. Serhan, hello to you. Rusty, hey, nice to see you. How are you doing? Right, so in the meantime, though, what I can do is I can show you the flight plan so that you all know what's going to happen. So let's have a look here. Fly now. Okay. And fly now. Steve. Well, to be honest, I often get my inspiration from watching other streams or why is there some critical information missing on? What is going on now? Everything's like quitting its job, like SimBrief is having a fit, then SimToolkit Pro was having a fit. But we'll get around that. So load, generate flight. Yes, thank you. Flight planning, load latest, fly now. Huh? Please ensure an aircraft is selected. I've always selected an aircraft. So there's an aircraft also selected in SimBrief. How weird. All right, connect. Cool. So flight time is about 40 minutes. It's a very short flight. I have taken on about about 1,000 kilograms extra. The weather today in Zurich is some foggy, some mist and fog. 2/1, fairly cold as well. So visibility going down. So definitely that could start becoming a threat airport. And that means, of course, we want to make sure that we have enough fuel available. So that's what we're doing. And level 300. Well, that says 280. All right, level 280 it is then. And we want to have 6 point... Oh, for crying out loud. Sorry, I have to do the flight planning again. Cologne? Why does SimBrief select Cologne as an alternate? That is absolutely silly. No wonder the fuel value is so high. That is silly. Right, let's redo that. So there we go. Yeah, 5.6, 5.8 now is the block fuel. Flight time 39 minutes. Level 300, Geneva is the alternate. There we go. 1.5 tons required. Zero fuel weight 58.5. About 140 passengers. Right, now 100% my parking spot will be blocked again. But we'll find one. There's MAN. Let's see if the next one is available. Right. Oh, I'm looking forward to the next flight as well. So, going completely out of my comfort zone today in DCS with the Apache. So, come on, fingers crossed we don't have an aircraft here. Come on. Looks all right to me. Right, Coatl, still missing. Will you be on server? Yorda? No, I'm trying to. Well, I mean, if you want to join, I can do. I was theoretically going to do some training programs. But I tell you what, Yorda, I mean, we can go and go to server, yeah, just so that we can fly around a bit. Because I am still an absolute noob when it comes to the Apache. What time do you want to go to bed, Yoda? So what my offer would be is to do one lesson, and then go ahead with going on a server. Oh, okay, cool. What, you want to do a shared flight then? I mean, why not? Pilot, I want to be, Yoda. I have absolutely zero knowledge about CPG, so I will need to be the pilot. Guys, we're going to do a quick refueling, quick loading, so that we get going. I've already done a full complete procedure on the first flight today. So we're just going to tap here, import from SimBrief. 17 minutes to go. So we're going to try to meet that deadline. Load aircraft. Instant. And there we go. So we'll do ATSU. AOC menu, flight init, data request. Init request here as well. Yoda, do you know? Well, of course you know. Which mission is running right now on the server? Right, windmill 712, both. So both of you missions. Okay, nice. All right, that's fine. Yeah. Cost index is 12 this time. Cruise level was 300. And the wind up, the temperature up there. Temperature up there is so temperature up there is -45. Doesn't seem that cold actually. Got normal temperatures, right? Up right here we have 5. Tropopause 38,000. Now we're already going to get the final load sheet, so I'm going to take those values. So that's still preliminary. 58.5, and the block fuel was 5.7. Right. Alternate fuel for Geneva is 1.5. 1.5. And 1 ton final reserve is alright. Nurnberg's departure. Nurnberg's departure. I think it's be a 4 kilo. And that's all the way down to relax. Now, Zurich has another speciality when it comes to these arrival routings. There's so many airports where things are not exactly standard. I'll show you why in a minute. So ground charts will take airport, parking stands, and then we'll go SID. Dinkelsbühl 4 kilo. There it is. So the Dinkelsbühl 4 kilo departure on V28. It's an normal SID, so conventional SID, transition 5000, initial climb level 70. So 277 radial, November Uniform Bravo outbound to 8.3 or 6000, whichever is later. So both of these conditions have to be met. Then we turn left 179, track to Bolsey, and then turn right, intercept Dinkelsbühl 254 to Dinkelsbühl. So that's that. So we're going to go to, that's all done. Level 70. And then for the arrival in the Zurich arrival, let's go ground charts first.
Turn left heading 120 and climb flight level 10.
Alright, so start. Arrival instructions. There's nothing major there. Relax to Alpha, it says. There. So the relax to Alpha takes us to relax. But if we look at the approaches, normally it's going to be the ILS-14. Well, actually, there's a relax arrival or transition, maybe. All right, let's leave that in and then go via relax Idumi. That's fine. Arrival. So ILS-14. Relax to Alpha. Approach via relax insert. Right, we're going to take these out. Oops. So these have been duplicated. Hang on. Something's weird. So that's what I mean with the approach quite often making problems in Zurich. There you can see what's happening. So it's all correct. So we've got lamp. Oh, that's what I meant. You see, because that's opposite. That's why you're not supposed to go from Amiki anywhere. So Amiki would be then the transition, but I don't think there's a transition to. Amiki transition. Well, that's to 824. Yeah, so that's what I mean. That you're always faced with some problem regarding the arrival. I tell you what, we're going to leave that open for now. So I'm going to leave Amiki and then leave that out. So all the way to relax. Hang on. MQ. What's happening? Is my mind playing tricks on me today? Hold on. Hey, Mr. Tomboy, how you doing? Thank you for the raid. I hope I had a great stream. Yeah, right. So disregard that. So really, what we want to just go to relax. So we don't really want to fly the arrival to Amiki, but just want to go from relax to the approach. That's all we want to do. So we'll go to Trasedingen. So maybe I should have selected Traseding as the transition. Maybe that was my only issue there. Approach via. Nice. Can't deploy. Relax. Alright. Then we'll do that manually.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box Duo Channel experience. Could new subscribers please make their way to the first class cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks and premium flight infotainment will be served. Thank you.
Big thank you to Mr. Tomboy.
Almost forgot to resub lol BB711 beloved BB711 beloved.
That's really kind. Thank you so much for your support. Big shout out to Mr. Tomboy. Check out his channel, please. And hope you had a good stream. I hope so. What did you do? Right, there we go. Then onto file. That's fine. So that should now be complete for the airport arrival. There we go. That's what I wanted. Perfect. Cool. Nice. So we said we want November Uniform Bravo, and then I think it was What's the other fix here? Dinkelspiel, that was it. Yeah, Dinkelspiel we need as well. So Delta Kilo Bravo. Alright, so we've got the final load sheet now. We'll put that in while we're here. So 58.5 as planned. Then we've got 30.6 CG. Put that in there. And then return. That's fine. 64 takeoff weight. And for our performance, let's see what we have to do here. I'm doing good. Yeah, so day 4 of my fast, and I'm doing very well. Thanks for asking. And Jarnbar, hey, how you doing? So we'll sync the load sheet. Runway is dry. Anti-ice. Yeah, maybe just in case we have some clouds or some fog or mist packs off. 64 tons is fine. We'll take that weather now. It'll be full length. So full length runway 27. What's the fastest climb rate you've ever achieved at a climb out? On the A320, about 6,500. On the very light Neo during the pandemic. That was flaps 1 down 1. Full length and 36 40 40. So secondary copy active, quick return plan, arrival LSZH Zulu. So that's what I'm doing right now. In the secondary flight plan, which is white, in the A320, I'm already preparing for a quick return ILS approach runway 28. So that if anything happens, we need to quickly divert back to the field. We can just activate the secondary flight plan, and then it's all there. For Nurnberg, it's an DP2 departure, 2,600 engine out, track 277 to 25 miles to hold. (277) 25 miles. And 2,050. I'll leave that in there, and that's 2,600 for the engine outs. Cool. So we're going to be departing runway 28 full length, the Dinkelspiel 4 kilo departure, climbing level 70, and the sector on the climb out is 3,800 feet, and we have an extra fuel of about 1 ton for Zurich. Taxi out, there's no major hotspots. The only hotspots indicated on the parking chart is, or the apron chart is here at Charlie intersection. Taxi will normally take us via Mike 2 and then on to the, is it Alpha? Yeah, Alpha, full length 28. Engine out as brief, 26 for the acceleration. So 2,600 feet for acceleration. Once the engine is secured, we're cleaned up, we'll climb 3,800, get radar vectors, back to the field, landing 28. And I don't have any bigger issues. Nothing non-normal. And threats, guys. Anything you can come up with threats today? ACH and Club T, hello to you. No food. Yeah, that's true. Although I feel really kind of energized. So have absolutely no big issues. Knock on wood. It may change tomorrow. I don't know, but today, feeling very good. So 1031 on the altimeter. What's your thoughts on the real-world A320 Captain on the Phoenix with regards to the landing behavior? It feels very bouncy, floaty. It's a lot of, or depends a lot on the Microsoft weather conditions. The problem why it's so bouncy and floaty is the fact it's not Phoenix's fault. It's the fact that Microsoft does not properly simulate inertia. It does not properly simulate mass. And so that's why it doesn't matter if you fly a Cessna or an A320 for Microsoft Flight Sim, it's the same aircraft. It has the same aerodynamics, which is of course absolutely stupid, but that's just the way it is. So, and unless Microsoft or so gets that fixed, yeah, there's not much Phoenix can do about it, to be fair. Right, let's try again my favorite thing here. That's ATC menu. No, disregard. Return. ATC request. So, pre-departure clearance. We are called Windmill 712. ATIS information India. What's the longest flight? That was on a 747. 14 and a half, almost 15 hours down to Buenos Aires. I have no idea where I am. What's this? 12. And station is Nurnberg. We'll send that off. Yeah, and I can tell you that's a long flight. Blimey, that is... you definitely need some good colleagues that you can talk to. Cockpit preparation checklist, gear pins covers removed. Fuel quantity is 5,720 kilograms. Balanced. Seatbelts on. ADIRS. NAF and bow ref is connection 1031. That's the cockpit preparation checklist completed. Oh, nice. They've got that here as well. Fantastic. I love it. FS Labs, do you not get the clearance on the DCDU only? Yes, of course. So the FS Labs has a different systems, and it's related actually more to the aircraft type that I'm flying, where the PDC comes through the normal MCDU. So we have en route CPDLC through the DCDU here, but anything with pre-departure stuff, we don't get it here through the system. That's software related. So here the Phoenix is simulating a newer system or different system, and that's why you get the clearances here through the DCDU. That's taken a long time today. I'm surprised. In the meantime, let's check out the airport. A Ryanair, a Lufthansa, and I just saw a Speedbird. I'm already taxiing out. I bet MAN is already almost landing, so... ground, 118.1. If you could choose someone from chat to be best FO. Oh my god, Mark, don't put me in this situation, please. How could I possibly choose from, you know, so many fantastic, knowledgeable, charismatic people? Especially when it comes to good conversations. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to get my clearance at the moment. I'm a bit stuck here. Out of the mods. Right, I'm going to be diplomatic, guys. I would take each and every one of you, obviously. Nurnberg ground. Good evening from Windmill. Oscar Echo Oscar. Windmill 712.
Windmill 712. Nurnberg ground. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. I'm not sure if PDC is working here, so we would be ready to copy the clearance.
Windmill 012. Correction. Windmill 712. CPDLC is broken currently, so cleared Zurich via Dinkelsbühl for kilo departure, flight plan route, climb flight level is 70, squawk 1000, information India covered.
Yeah, we have information India, cleared to Zurich via Dinkelsbühl for kilo departure, flight plan route, climb level 70 and squawk 1000.
Windmill 712, read back corrected.
So, let's do that. And now, here's the thing again. So, I'll show you again. And I have downloaded the GSX profiles.
292, contact tower 118 decimetry.
Tower 118 decimetry, danke, tschüss, schönes Wochenende.
MAN, yes, sure. I would be up to that, yeah.
Danke.
Yeah, Pamplona.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
God, that's loud. Blimey. Before start checklist. Parking brake set. Takeoff speeds flex. 136 VR140 V2140 flex 66.
Departure check completed. Pipe has been
Windows
inserted.
closed. Closed. And the beacon is on. Park it. No, before start checklist completed. Someone spelled Eham wrong. Lol. Windmill 712, stand 12, requesting push and start.
Windmill 712, push and start approved facing.
Push approved facing east, Windmill 712. Right, so let's try that again. So I'm trying to find a taxi line. Which is there. So I'm hitting enter on the new pad.
Exiting from editing mode. Please
Right.
wait.
So let's see. Remove the chocks, of course. So this time it seems like it worked. Oh no, probably not. You see, that's what I mean. Again.
Tower 6, Upper Mike, Club Taxi. Lufthansa 6, Upper Mike, taxi holding point runway 28 via Mike 4, Juliet, Foxtrot, Mike 2, Alpha.
Wow, GSX is such a menace. I am
You've got to be kidding me.
Yeah, like seriously. Like, how can he mess up something so badly? Right, where's my Quattle? I want to close Quattle then over the task manager. End task. Yeah, it's perfect. Just ask the devs. Yeah, I know, right? Oh. Yeah, now it's complaining. I have my engines running, so forget it. So forget that. Let's take this. GSX had one job to do, one job. Good, so we've got the APU bleed on, we've got the fuel pumps on, good pressure, engine to start. Sencha, it happens on every airport, literally. Every airport. It happened in Hamburg just now. It's happening everywhere. And I've just updated data files. It's a nightmare. It really is.
So the Airline 5 with information India would like clearance to Prague.
Beeline 185, information India correct, cleared Prague via A320
So good engine start on 2+71. So you think I should reinstall everything again? What? Hang on. Or just GSX? Yeah, I could try, yeah, sure.
0763 Beeline 185.
Beeline 185, written correct.
Hey Symbiosi, and I'm still on YouTube, but I'm dual streaming on YouTube and Twitch. Yeah, but the thing is, so Mate, I installed the GSX profile for Nurnberg today from flightsim.to, and it doesn't give me that pre-planned option. I don't have it. Good, engine start. So flaps 1 it was. That's neutral. And we'll go here, here. Engine attires. We don't need it right now. We'll leave that off. Flight controls. Flaps 1. Full down, neutral. Full left. Full right. Neutral. And the rudder. Full left. Full right. Neutral. After start checklist. Anti-ice currently off. Ecom status checked. And the pitch trim is 29.1% and rudder trim neutral. That's the after start checklist completed. Dome light off. Windmill 711 request taxi.
Windmill 712 taxi holding point runway 28 via Mach 3, Mach 2 Alpha.
Mach 3, Mach 2, Alpha holding point 28, windmill 712.
Lufthansa 6 Alpha Mike, contact tower 118 as mentioned.
So clear left side, clear right side. So as briefed, no surprise there.
Shoot it on.
Brake check, brakes are working. Is it identified the INI file? I've checked it for... The problem is I can't... That's the thing right now. I can't check GSX, can I? Oh, I can. So... yeah. Yep, that is the... Well, it's got 2 files, strange enough. But yeah, that's definitely the right path. Like a rabbit in the headlights. Ah, okay, so... I'm not sure if I reinstalled it. Yeah, I need to check why they are too. I'll check later. But Mathe in Hamburg was the same thing. So Hamburg, I also had the... Oh, no. I'm not going the right way. Yeah. So in Hamburg, I had the same same issue. And I checked there was only 1 file in there as well.
Austrian 125, ground good evening, taxi stand 15, Foxtrot, Juliet, Mike 3.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. So, Mattia, absolutely. I don't even try the... there's Alpha. I don't even try the ones from the marketplace, because I know that's definitely broken.
Windmill 712, contact Tower 118.3.
18.3, danke euch, einen schönen Abend, die Windmill 712.
Schönen Abend, bis bald in Nürnberg.
Gerne, ciao. So, 18.3. Test is good. Taxi checklist. Flight controls checked. Flap setting. Config 1 plus F. Flaps. Radar predictive windshield system is on auto. Engine mode selector normal. And economy mode takeoff no blue. Taxi checklist completed. It should work without any profile. Really? Lol. Okay. Nurnberg Tower, now at the Windmill 712, approaching Alpha, holding point, ready for departure.
Windmill 712, Nurnberg Tower, servus. Inbound traffic is with Airbus A320 on short final, advanced traffic inside.
Yeah, traffic is inside, Windmill 712.
Windmill 712, roger, behind mental traffic, line up runway 28, wait behind.
Behind the mentioned traffic, runway 28, line up and wait behind Windmill 712. I love the flickering of the lights as well. Absolutely cool. Right, I am gonna just put a TCAS on for now. So I have weather radar. My FO has the terrain. So normally when I have this situation, I would slow down the aircraft so that I don't have to come to a complete stop.
Traffic.
Yeah, normally that is not active. Those warnings on that's just you just get the symbols, you won't get the alerts. So Swiss A320, that's definitely a Swiss A320. So that is definitely identified. Line up behind. And we set the packs off, correct? Packs off.
Nürnberg Tower, good evening, this comes up from Mike, I just placed. The fact of Mike, Nürnberg Tower, hello, on departure.
So nobody on the final. Lining up. Oh lord, we ran out of steam there. Come on. My lineups here are so terrible in the flight sim. It's a lot easier. Again, I keep repeating myself, but in real life, taxiing, lining up the aircraft is just so much more, so much easier. How do you get this flicker traffic and I don't know. So Mattia, I just installed.
712, wind 10 degrees 100, runway 28 cleared for takeoff. Bye bye.
Vielen Dank euch. Runway 28 cleared for takeoff. Windmill 711. So that's off.
Golf, hold short of Foxtrot, contact ground 1181, bye-bye.
Chrono starts. So
Swiss 99 Golf, 118 decimal 1.
So takeoff. We got Manflex 66 SRS runway auto thrust blue. $100 knots. Hey Max, how you doing? V1, rotate. Pause the climb. Gear up.
Lufthansa Papa Mike, wind 100 degrees 4 knots, runway 28, clear to land.
Runway 28, clear to land, Lufthansa Papa Mike.
Yeah, so here we have to contact München departure immediately after takeoff. So we'll do so. Thrust climb, out blue, auto thrust. München departure Narbonne, the windmill 712, passing 2400, climbing 70.
Windmill 712 with radar, good evening, identified climb initially flight level 70.
Roger, climb level 70, windmill 712. No, it's FSLTL I'm using for the traffic model matching. Right, PAX.
Lufthansa 901 Papa, contact Nurnberg director 119 decimal 475, call sign only.
Hey, Saran, I remember that. Thank you so much for the reminder though. Flap 0.
Lufthansa 61 Papa, contact Nurnberg director 119 decimal 475, call sign only.
119 on 475, bye-bye.
Ciao.
Oh, come on. Yeah, that's a error from the... I don't know why it gives us side stick fault. The null zone is definitely big enough, but hey.
Beeline 9-8. 9 Bravo November with radar, good evening, identified information, Juliet. Expect ILS approach runway 28.
Expect runway 28 and Juliet turn, 9 Bravo November.
Beeline 9 Bravo November. Turn left heading 080. Descend flight level 110.
Fly heading 080, descend flight level 110. Beeline 9 Bravo November.
Yeah, I'm just starting up my FSI panel.
Windmill 712, descend, climb flight level 100.
Climb level 100, windmill 712. Right, flight level 100. Set standard. Standard is crush set passing 58 now checked. So start up my FSI panel, and then we can fail some stuff. I'm not going to tell you exactly what we're going to fail, but you will you'll see anyways.
Upala 28 transition. Descend flight level 100.
So round the corner we go.
712, proceed direct Dinkelspül, Delta Kilo Bravo.
Dankeschön, Dr. Dinkelspül, windmill 712. So there we go, nice direct. We can accept it above the sector altitude, traffic no factor. Oh, there he is. Outstar. I should have reduced the climb rate to 1,000 feet per minute. There we go. There we go. So, no terrain there. Now we're accelerating, so I'm going to put the lights off here.
Windmill 712, climb flight level 130.
Windmill 712, climb level 130. Now, when I'm only climbing, like say 2,000 feet or 3,000 feet, I will normally do that in vertical speed.
Line 9 Bravo November, descend flight level 80.
Flight level 8, so line 9 November.
Wow, already entered destination data. So fascinating how quickly, or how short that flight is actually.
Line 9 Bravo November, contact Nurnberg director 119.475, call sign only.
So secondary, copy active, flight plan, fix info, clear out, fix info, and
Bye bye.
and seatbelts can go off. All the items completed.
Lufthansa 7506 with radar, good evening, identified information Juliet, expect
So
items
since
to
the weather is somewhat, well, it's not marginal, but it could get a bit worse in Zurich. So
Lufthansa 7506.
So it's a good idea
Net Q to 8 transition.
to have a look at
Descent
the
flight level 140.
ATIS, and I don't think we have
Clear direct let go.
direct ATIS available. Now,
Lufthansa
when look at this
116,
weather,
descent flight level 80.
hold on, I'll just reduce the rate to 1,000 feet per minute. There's traffic inbound.
Windmill 712, expect higher in 10 miles, opposite traffic descending.
That is copied to Windmill 712. So there we go. feet, vertical speed. So we've got broken fog, but no significant cloud. 1/1. So that's typical where you have almost, well, you have 100% humidity. So the visibility can change fairly quickly. So you can see the trend with the next 2 hours is from no cloud to broken 500 and 3,000 meters. So it's a good idea to check the alternate airport. It says CAVOK 3/1 and no significant change for the next 2 hours. So that is a good alternate airport. We're fine for that. There's the traffic now on the TCAS. Should be right above us there.
Windmill 712, now clear of traffic. No further ATC. Monitor Unicom 122.8. Have a good flight. Bye bye.
Ja, vielen Dank euch. 122.8. Have a good evening. Windmill 712. Cheers.
Cheers.
Lovely. That's that's one of those really positive experiences on VATSIM.
Lufthansa 7506. Descent
It's a lot of fun to
level
fly
110.
and lovely people.
Descent.
Nice atmosphere. So now I'm gonna go 300. Was it 300? Up we go. Progress page. Yeah, 300. So we got why is that not going open climb? In managed climb. That's interesting. All right, thrust climb, open climb, out blue, 300. Hey, Adventum Simulations, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Oh, the Milky Way. Beautiful. Alright. Well, you can see that actually 300 is way too high. So that's bad planning by me. I'm just put 260 in here. And let's climb 260 only. 260 for the cruise. There we go. That's better. When you are facing a failure, so maybe just a little bit more complex failure, the failure we're going to do today is not really mega complex, but it does require some evaluation, it requires some foredeck, and especially when you're on a short flight where you didn't anticipate any major problems, and so maybe you didn't really take, you know, much extra fuel. Things can get a bit hectic, right? So the problem for a captain is always to kind of prioritize actions and prioritize your strategies. So so for me as a captain, it's always me that has to kind of lay down the path, but then again have kind of an open atmosphere where I take inputs from the other crew member, and that can alter my path, obviously, but I'm still, me as a captain, I'm the one who has to set the path, right? That's what is expected of the commander, and that's what is happening all the time. So sometimes if you have a time-critical issue, it's sometimes, you know, if you're surprised, a little bit startled maybe, it's kind of sometimes difficult to get into the right, or onto the right path, if you like. So it's always important kind of to just, you know, take a couple of deep breaths, trying to ease your mind a bit, and then start working as you've been trained. Do you know how to fix the game crashing on launch? Well, first of all, so have you tried taking out everything from the community folder? So kind of, so what you could do is try to rename the community folder to community.bac or back or whatever, and then try to launch the game that way. Because quite often, what crashes the game on launch is the community stuff. At least for me. Now, with these, you know, more complex failures, if I'm on my own, obviously, it's a lot of workload for me. Right. So, master caution. Elect DC bus 1 fault. Right. Let's check the overhead panel. There's lower fault lights. So yeah, there's something definitely. Oh yeah, and again, as a reminder, these warning lights in these switches are hardwired to the system. So while on the SD page, it goes through the flight warning computer, and may be wrong. I don't know how often that would happen, but normally it could happen that it is wrong. So my initial thought is, alright, fly the aircraft, with a climb. Is it necessary to do level off? Not really. We'll just let it climb. That's our clearance. Navigation is fine. On the routing will remain that way. No need to deviate at the moment. And ATC, well, I wouldn't call ATC just now because I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen with this fault. So we'll see. Okay, so ecam actions. ELEC, DC bus 1 fault. Right, there's no action items. So clear ELEC. Clear ELEC. Avionics vent. Blower vent extract. Now, I'm pretty sure the checklist here is wrong, because what you should get is, in this case, if there's a fault in the blower and the outlet vent, then you should actually be switching to override. Let me just check that with my FCOM there. That's DC bus 1 fault. Yeah, blower and extract override. So otherwise that would be pretty pointless in this case. Right, so those two override, and that would have been normally in the action item list here. Let's try to go vertical speed Mach. So now that could go into different configuration to make sure the equipment cooling continues. Right, that is set. Avionics vent, clear. Avionics vent. Status, stop ECAM. Now, this is where it always get interesting. Kind of do a quick thought. Is it time critical? Well, a little bit because it's a bigger electric fault, but right now, no need to dive down or, alter the flight path, get a reclearance. So, resets. Here it's actually a good idea to check the circuit breakers. So, the pilot monitoring will take out his flashlight when it's dark, and he will check all of the circuit breakers. Right, and there's also some circuit breakers hidden behind that chair here. So you actually got to get up and check all of the circuit breakers down here as well. But right now, I don't see anything popped apart from the normal stuff. But no, that seems all right. So circuit breakers are checked. All good. Resets. Not really. So even if the circuit breaker was popped, I would definitely not insert a popped circuit breaker. I would just not do that. Okay, so let's see. Status. So continue ACAM read status. Cabin zone at fixed temperature. That should be the aft cabin zone, but cabin zone fixed at temperature. So there's no possibility now to regulate the temperature in the cabin. Right, no big deal. And Cat 3 single only. Right. However, we'll get to a little bit of a issue in a minute. So in-up systems, left side stick. Are you kidding me? What? No, that should not be the case. Oh, that was because of our earlier issue, right? That should not be linked to the issue we had. Hang on, let me just check something then. Manual flight. Nah, that's working. Yeah, that's from the side stick thing. Yeah, that we had on takeoff. Yeah, so disregard. There we go. Now it's gone. ACP3. So audio control panel number 3. There we go. That's dark. That is definitely broken. Captain static. Standby static. So we would have to be careful with any of these altitude indications. Left windshield heat. Now this is something that's actually relevant for our approach capability later on. So left windshield heat, left window heat. Cat 3 dual in up, reverser 1 is in up. Avionics vent blower in up, vent extract is in up. The galley fan is in up. Brake system 1 is in up. And the lavatory detection is not working anymore. What's that mean? That means the smoke detectors in the lavatories are not working anymore. Decelerate. Alright, let's start ascent here. Yeah. So, yeah, one thing I forgot to mention, we always check that we are still in normal law, but it is. So it's normal law. They would have been called up on the ECAM anyways if we were on alternate law. Good. So, remove status, ECAM actions completed, guys. I'm going to recall the status here. So, what do you think then? Continue, divert. Super action good. Runway 14. Landing weight is 62.5. And we've got a failure, so let's see. Electrical. DC bus 1 and 2. DC bus 2 fault. It's a shame. It doesn't give me the option for just DC plus 1 fault. Right, let's go with that. Max manual braking because of failure. That's fine. Swiss Tony, yeah, of course. I've broken another aircraft. Right, so theoretically we will need about 2,100 meters for landing. So let's go with that. So we've done our landing calculations. So theoretically we would need a Cat 3 single weather or better. So Cat 3 dual would not be doable for us today. That's one thing. Now, the other issue is that with airborne equipment, there can be some restrictions which are not shown on the ECAM or on the status. So what we have is a airborne. Yeah. So Cloud Walker, hang on, you're very good. So we have what's called a airborne required list for the Cat 2, Cat 3 approaches. So let me check if I have that here somewhere. Right, that's not the one I wanted. Airborne. Right. So there's actually systems that are monitored and there are systems that are not monitored. So for example, down below, yeah, MCK, exactly. So we have a list and have a look here. It actually says that for window heat, left or right windshield, 1 is required for pilot flying. Well, if we're doing an LVO, the captain has to be pilot flying. Meaning, on my side, the window heat has to work. If that's not the case, we can't do Cat 2, Cat 3 or Cat 3 Bravo. So we can only do actually Cat 1. The abnormal was the DC bus 1 fault, MCK. Right, more drag. What I'm going to do though, I am going to enter holding over at relax real quickly just to prepare for the approach. I don't rush things here. So relax, hold, and inbound. Arrival, so the hold is inbound. So I'm going to go quick autopilot off here. So it's 188 inbound right turns. Let's see if we still can capture that. There we go. So we're going to go and slow down at ascent rate, level 120, 2000 to go. Add autopilot on. Yeah, I know that there's a lot more worse. But trust me, MCK, my brain is... I'm fasting, so my brain is working on fumes. So anything absolutely major where I have to manual flight, you know, only partial displays, I would not be able to handle that today. Absolutely not. So it's just a demonstration that sometimes the aircraft will tell you something. However, you've got to be careful and check other kind of, you know, sources like your flight control, flight operating manual, and then you will see that yeah, it can be more restrictive because of that windshield heat right now. Another thing I would do, anything else, guys, you would suggest regarding lavatory detection? Is there anything that comes to mind at the start? Going to holding speed. So we know that we've got enough fuel. Her block. Very good, Yoda. I love the idea. First of all, block the toilets, firm, because well, I mean, I'm going to approach soon, anyways, right? And then yes, the cabin crew needs to check the toilets regularly, because again, we don't have any warnings, no smoke detectors active right now, so they need to check that. Yeah, seatbelts can go on, and we can put the landing lights on as well. Yeah, exactly. So it's another thing, right? You have to remember that it's you know. So something to tell the cabin crew, right? Hey, we've got electrical problem with the aircraft. So yeah, leverage detection not working. You will need to check the toilets. Let's say, check them now and check them in about 5 more minutes, and then get yourself seated for the landing. Another question would be, what about landing itself? Anything else that we have to consider there? Let's refresh the meta. There we go. Look at that. So we've got broken fork, 4,000. So it's getting worse. Fuel 200. So alternate. Let's activate the alternate as well. Yeah, definitely a briefing item. Yeah. Okay, so anything that we need to tell the cabin, is it anything serious so that we have to prepare the cabin for an emergency landing? Yeah. So when you think about, preparation, the cabin, so, there's different ways to prepare a cabin. So the announcement made to the passengers, demonstrations being made. There's 2 key things, right? Survive the impact or survive then the evacuation, right? So impact, no. We're going to do a normal landing. So there's no need for demonstration of your, set brace position and that sort of stuff. So that's not required. The excursion of the runway overrun, is that a risk today? Well, I mean, we only have 1 reverser, yes, but we can do the rest with idle reverse. Probably calculate the landing distance with, no reverse active anyways. So landing distance is not the problem. And nose wheel steering is fine. Normal braking. So yeah, I don't think I don't think either that you need to really prepare anything. That's all I would communicate with the cabin. And that's about it. So let's do Zurich East for that. Now the question is, guys, do we actually start the approach in these conditions, knowing that we require Category 1 conditions? Or shall we divert straight away? Fuel is fine. We're not low on fuel just yet. $16.10. So that's a Cat 1 minimum. Config full. Auto brake. Well, it said max manual braking. But I mean, the landing distance available is 3.15 kilometers. So yeah, I'm going to go with auto brake low. If anything, if I feel that anything is not working as it should, I can go max manual braking, no problem. Do you use reshade? I'm using something called game filter from NVIDIA. So that's what I'm using. Alright, there's a traffic inbound. But he's clever enough to level off here. We'll go progress. 1.4. Right, fuel. Extra fuel available right now. I don't think it's that much. Because we require for Geneva 2.5 at the missed approach point. And right now we have 4 tons. Well, yeah, we're going to have 1 ton, not 1.5, but about 1 ton extra fuel. So that's at least 25 minutes. So what do you think, guys? Shall we start an approach or shall we divert? And there you can see the foggy weather. MCK. All right. Yeah, Max, thanks for the answer. Yeah, so I would go the same direction. I personally, I know the aircraft theoretically from Airbus viewpoint is able to do a Cat 3 single auto land. But because of company procedures, we have to do Cat 1, right? Yeah, we're still at Cat 1. The passengers want to go to Zurich. We have the fuel. So even if we go a missed approach, we have plenty of fuel to go easily to Geneva. We've checked the Geneva weather. So there is no problem with the weather. Yeah, so all stable, all good. So yeah. Now fuel is still fine. Zurich traffic, windmill 712 in the holding over at Relax would start the approach, standard approach via Traseding to runway 14. Right. So it's accelerating, which is fine. I'm going to go get a bit distance from this colleague here. So thrust idle. Let's go, not open descent. Let's go vertical speed. Out blue. And descending 5,000. The QNH is 1030. So set QNH. QNH cross-checked. 1030 passing 9,000. Now, checked approach checklist. Actually, it's here. So approach checklist. Barbara ref. QNH 1030 set. Seatbelts on. We have a minimum Barbara 1610 feet. Auto brake low, and engine mode selector is normal. Right. Briefing, we're going to fly the ILS-14 in Zurich. Sector altitudes are as follows. So we got 4-5 around the airport to the northeast. Southeast is 9,200. Then the west 4.5, and the northwest 5.6. So according to contour layers, that is safe at 5,000 initially. And the approach starts at 4,000 with a minimum of 1610. Missed approach, climb straight ahead at 5.1 from India Kilo Lima, ILSDME, turn left, max to 10, minimum 20-degree bank, and intercept the 359 radial, or track actually 359 to intercept the 231 Zurich East radial inbound to Zurich East, and initial climb is 4,000, then at 7.8 Zurich East, continue climb 7,000. Proceed to Zurich VOR, cross Zurich VOR at minimum 6,000 feet, and then go 094 outbound to Amiki. Taxi in. Actually, let's go flaps 1, speed is checked, flaps 1, open descent, status, we'll check in a second. 1-4, landing, vacate hotel 1, hotel 2, then we taxi down. Got a crossing clearance normally for runway 28, there's a hot spot there obviously, and then we just go to the gate there. We talked about fuel already, no need to repeat that. And we'll descend 4,000 now. Comes, no, that should be fine. Stop margin is over 1,000 meters, non-critical. And we'll fly that with Cat 1, flight director, fully managed. Right, so non-normal. Well, yeah, AC bus, DC bus one-fold. Specials are as follows for the flying part. Cat 1, nothing really to worry about. Missed approach, normal. Touchdown and rollout will be idle reverse only, but normal braking, auto brake low. And that's it. I don't see any other issues. Remove status. Questions, suggestions. Don't know why one of the engines is stuck in low idle. Zurich traffic, windmill 712 is on base, ILS 14 in Zurich. Someone is not happy. I think it was the guy that joined the holding. I think he was a bit confused, but he was below me, which was kind of strange. I thought he's going to go fly by and continue on the arrival, to be fair.
Traffic, American 70 heavy is 10 miles per hour, runway 34, runway 34, Zurich.
3-4? What?
Zurich traffic Swiss 340 Victor, lighting up, runway 32.
Oh my god.
2,500.
Yeah, but normally under these conditions, with almost wind calm, you would definitely have 1-4 for landing and 2-8 for departure. Right, flaps 2, speed is check, flaps 2. Yeah, right now I just hope the departure route takes him off the ILS. Otherwise I'm going to have to do some deviation here. And now it gets funny. Ian, what approach did you do? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Alright. Traffic on final 14 is turning right to the west. I mean, I was calling in on the ILS 14, before he departed, right? So I'm just gonna do a 360 here. Yeah, if I do a 360, we should be fine. Unless someone else is coming behind us. Roddy, yeah.
Zurich traffic, Swiss 340 Victor departing runway 32. V-bits for November departure, Zurich.
Zurich traffic, American 720 Heavy is a 5-mile final runway 34. Zurich traffic.
Yeah, I'm good. Someone else is lining up 3-2 now. It's just silly. Now, normally the setup for runways is 28 departures with that kind of wind. 320 at 2 is definitely 28 departures. And 14 would be used for landing in this wind condition. So I don't know why they're departing 3-2. Where from, MAN? You mean departing or arriving? All right. I tell you what, guys. Change of plans. Then we'll switch to 2-8. Because if people keep departing for out of 3-2. Yeah, thanks, MAN. Right, flaps 1, speed check, flaps 1. Yeah, I'm gonna climb 5,000 to save altitude, clean up the aircraft, and... Yeah, that will be, Mark, at this time of night. It will probably be because of night curfew. Flap 0, speed check, flap 0. Fuel check, 3.7, we're still good on fuel. Alrighty, no problem. We'll take... Actually, I'm surprised it's that busy in Zurich, because they're not online, so I didn't expect any ATC there anyways, and... So we'll do that. So switching to runway 28. So let's go downwind. And for the approach... Approach 28. So the minimum for that is going to be... Climb rate should be no issue, dual engine. So we'll do... Cat Charlie at 2,000.
Zurich traffic, American
100
is clear of runway 34. Zurich traffic.
2,100 is fine. So, Barrow 2,100. So, abbreviated approach briefing. We're now going to do a ILS approach runway 28. Specialities, though, are a higher descent gradient of 3.3 degrees. Out of 5,000, 273 degrees inbound, and the missed approach. Initial climb 4,000, straight ahead to 2.5 from the ILS DME. Past the station, left max 210 knots, onto 193 degrees, continue climb 7,000. Intercept the 241 to Willisau. And 10 miles prior, Willisau will turn right onto 328 outbound Willisau, 013 outbound Willisau to Gipol, and 7,000 it is. Although, yeah, we'll initially do that, and then, yeah, we'll divert anyways. Look, he's departing as well. Oh, no, he's above us. So, wow, it is crazy today. Ramen! Radial in. 093 is correct, so we'll do that. Insert. We'll go pull on that again. So how much fuel do we need until touchdown? 2.5 is min diversion fuel, so we've got about 15 miles, 20 miles, and then another 10, so about 25 miles. Let's say 30 miles. 30 miles means we need about, what, 300 kilograms of fuel for that. So we should be at 3.3 for landing. So still well above min diversion fuel. ILS is already identified. India, Zulu Whiskey. MAN, where... Well, you've landed MAN, correct? Right, let's do one more weather check. Just make sure that we don't get into a situation where suddenly the weather drops to Cat 2 or lower. And that can happen quickly now with that weather setup here. So next weather will be out. Actually should be out, but it's not yet out here on the EFB. Okay, well anyway, the plan is to start the approach. As long as we have the visibility at 1,000 feet above the runway, we can at least continue. So that means for Cat 1 we need at least normally 550 feet today for this runway. It is a minimum of... actually, look at that. Wow, you need 4,300 meters visibility for that approach. How much do we actually have? Wow. Right, so officially, I mean that's that is an issue. So, you know, talking real world ops right now. We could start the approach, but again, at 1,000 feet, the tower report would have to indicate that we have at least the 4,300 meters. Otherwise, it's a missed approach. So I'm actually thinking about switching runways again, because I know that there's one more option with runway 32, or sorry, 34. That has a Cat 3. No, it doesn't. It has a Cat 1 though, and there you only need 1,200 meters. Oh no, sorry, 550 or 750 flight director autopilot. Or okay, so we can do that at 550 meters for that runway. So ILS 34, no star, no buyer, insert. So the sector is 92. Let's check the contour layers. Let's see any contour layers here right now. Here's 6,000 though. Okay, let's climb 6,000. There is higher terrain there. So the approach starts at Utiksu 6,000, 3.3 degrees, steeper than normal glide slope, 332 inbound, and the minimum is 1590 in this case. Missed approach will change as well. Missed approach then is 5,000 straight ahead at 5.5 ILS DME past the station left, max 185 knots. Rated 258 out of Zurich East. Continue climb 7,000. So until that point it's 5,000. So we're going to enter 5,000. So direct Utiksu, radial in. So inbound is 332. So 152 should be inbound. Outbound, sorry, 152. So traffic, Windmill 712 is proceeding to waypoint Utiksu for a ILS 34 in Zurich. If the runway was not active, would you have to request it? Yes. Yeah, definitely. So fuel situation is still 3.4 and 900 above min diversion fuel, so still good. I estimate track miles about 25, so round about 500 kilograms. 250 kilograms are required. So we're still good on fuel. Anything else on the weather front? Ah, look at that. What did I tell you guys? Right? If we had started the approach, very likely, we would be pretty much screwed. Pardon the expression. Runway 34, 2000, no change. Broken fog, few 100, scattered 400. So it's going to be spicy. If Microsoft does it that way...
Now, that's how pros do it.
Exactly. But actually, I know Murphy. I don't know why engine anti-ice is showing as being active right now. That must be a bug because... now it's active. India Zulu Sierra. ILS. Excuses for incoming go around. Well, I mean, you know, we're prepared. Yeah, 550 meters at 1,000 feet above the runway is what we need. That should be fine. And the Cat 1 approach, though, so not autoland at all. We'll be interested to see how Microsoft simulates that, if at all. So let's activate the approach phase. It is active, speed managed. Flaps 1, speed check, flaps 1. Status, let's review. There's nothing new, remove status. Now of course, for every time you change the runway, you would have to recalculate officially, but we know that the runways are long enough. And there we go. So it's still 2,000 meters, and we have 3,200 meters available, so all good on that front. But it's an interesting failure, so I'm quite happy about actually choosing that failure. Right, let me ask you this, guys. Let's say we would need to land let's put it this way. So let's say Zurich is actually Cat 3 single condition. Let's say Cat 2. Let's say Cat 2 conditions. And we just looked in our charts and everything. We only can land at Cat 1 minimums. Now, no doubt, if it's not time critical, of course you can't justify ignoring that windshield heating limit. But what about if we suddenly had smoke?
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box Duo Channel experience. Could new subscribers please make their way to the first class cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks and premium flight infotainment will be served. Thank you.
So thank you so much to Adventum Simulations. Thank you for the sub. Welcome to the community. Big round of applause. Thank you very much for that. Let me go speed 155. Right, so let's say we have a flight attendant saying, hey, there's a smoke warning in the aft cabin. Would you land at Zurich or would you divert? Hey, matter. Exactly. Right? Because, yeah, what's the issue with the heat? Yeah, of course, you could have icing on the windshield, right? Divert Amsterdam. Yoda, 100%. So, the only thing that could happen is that this could ice up. And of course, if you're doing a Cat 3 approach, with decision height, you will need a good outside view, right? So that's why it's actually there as a requirement. And but yeah, in case you have some really important issues like smoke, fire. Let's say a sick passenger. How about this? You've got a sick passenger, and the doctor says you need to get to an airport quickly. What about sick passengers? Would you land in Zurich or would you divert? Tough one, right? Land? No. The thing is, so from a kind of a human standpoint, completely understandable. And if nothing happens, obviously, I don't think you would get in trouble for that. Right, gears coming down. So, I think you could justify that. But let's say something happens. Right? I don't know. Let's say you just taxi off the runway for some reason, or whatever. Not really related to webcam. I have a yoke cam, if you like, or a joystick cam. That's what I have. Right now, for the face cam, I'll have that when I'm retired, but not now, since I'm still actively working and flying. Right, spoilers, flaps 3, speeds checked, flaps 3, flaps 4, speed checked, flaps 4. Yeah, here you can see why you have these higher than normal glide slope angle, because that terrain. So Zurich is actually quite a nice airport with lots of surrounding. Zurich traffic, windmill 702 is on a 5-mile final, runway 34 in Zurich. Toto, what, 2? Well, that's a lot, actually. So, landing checklist, eco landing, no blue. Right, leaving the engine anti-ice on for now. Well, we can see the runway right now, but that could change once we... Man, I honestly don't know what's happening with my thrust levers here. There we go. So no auto thrust. The landing capability goes to Cat 2. Manual flight. It'll go to Cat 1, obviously. Look at the lights. Wow. So as long as it stays like this, I don't really worry too much. But yeah, experience shows as you get lower into the layer, the visibility can get worse. 1000 is checked. Landing checklist, landing no blues completed. Wind is pretty much calm as expected. Yeah, nobody should be departing 3-4, so shouldn't have any issues right now. It's freezing, what, 2 degrees, right, at Zurich?
$400. 300.
Yeah. Now weather update. Oof, runway gone.
100 above.
That would be a great meme. Yeah, runway's inside.
Minimum.
Continue.
100.
And Zurich.
50, 40, 30,
Zurich
20,
traffic Lufthansa 245 established ILS 34 and 10 miles.
That was too soft. Right, we've got spoilers, reverse green decel. That was way too soft, guys. That was a shitty landing. Manual brakes. Try to get off before the crossing runway. Manual brakes.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box Twitch channel subscriber experience. Could new subscribers please make your way to the first class cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
Thank you
Those frames, Craig Ossin.
Thank you so much. Sixth Stream, first of all, thank you so much for your support. Oh, actually, we landed way past the crossing runway. I didn't even see that. Thank you so much for the 18 months here. The thing is, I'm actually running 30 FPS right now. The reason being is that we had issues with DX12, where you had some artifacts on the ground, so other scenery coming through. Yeah, so I'm running DX11 today, so there you don't have the frame generation, and so that's why. Yeah, I'm running TAA again, and 30 FPS, 30 Hertz. Yeah. Yeah, sorry, I had to switch on the taxi lights there. Right, let's switch off the predicted wind shear, radar off after landing checklist. Radar predicted wind shear is off. Yeah, runway 34 in Zurich is vacated. I am gonna go to the left here, so that we're gonna cross the runway later. So second to the left, I think it is. Yeah.
And Zurich, Lufthansa 245 is on 4 miles final 34.
Park at the satellite. Nah. Right, so fuel value right now 3.1 tons, so just like expected. Still have a bit of extra fuel available. Nothing to worry about. But I doubt that the mechanics would be able to fix this quickly. So we could cross Juliet. No, so I flew P3D about 2 streams ago. I used the PMG 747 and the FS Labs. Yeah, Adventum, thank you so much. Thanks for the kind words, and have a great Sunday. Yeah, stay safe. Right, here's Juliet. So let's check the runway. No one there. Zurich traffic, windmill 702 crossing, runway 28 at Juliet in Zurich. So we'll use 49, shall we? Let's see if that works. GSX. Gate.
Zurich traffic, good evening. EasyJet 3396, taxi to hoist point runway 28 via Echo and Alpha.
Ah, there we are. Roddy. Ah, I forgot the APU again. Blimey.
Zurich traffic, Lufthansa 245, runway 34 is vacated.
Oh, we have a docking system. Oh. Never seen that in Microsoft, I think, before. Interesting. Nico, hello. Chocks are on. GSX is such a... I'm not going to say it. Oh, APU bleed. Oh, now it says override. It is override. Lord, there's some things broken here.
The boarding requested.
Oh, nice. Alrighty, so parking checklist. Parking brakes or chock. Parking brake. Right, then parking brake off.
Passengers deboarding started.
Then we have engines off, wing lights off, and the fuel pumps are off. There we go. There's the passengers deboarding. And their heads are not sticking through the roof. Very nice. Hey, Daddle Papa, thank you again for the raid. Fifi Doug. We're just now finishing the flight, unfortunately.
Good night, Black Box.
Thank you much, MCK. It was great to hear your voice on at Hamburg, which surprised me. That kind of startled me a bit when you gave me the clearance. I was like, huh? That sounds like MCK, but why would be in Hamburg? Right, so I couldn't really connect. I half read. I didn't really listen to the clearance itself. I was just so confused by that. Thanks a lot, though. Well, Nico.
And Zurich.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. That is true. Yeah, the hardware is working fine, guys. So, let me just go get off get off VATSIM. So on my last stream, I was using DX12 with frame generation on, and I would get like you know, anywhere between, I don't know, normally 80 to 100 FPS. Right, sorry. And then, however, we had the issue that that on the last stream we had scenery issues at Brussels and also at Dublin, which is definitely related to X-Plane 12. Oh, Daddle Papa will do. Oh, do so. Heck yeah, I admire that. Gran Canaria, fantastic. GT, have a great time. Yeah, so DX12 definitely caused the issues there. Oh, sorry, no, DX12, not X-Plane 12, Lord. Yeah, like I said, my brain is running on fumes. So DX12, not X-Plane 12, DX12. And that was causing the issue. So today, I switched back to DX11, and the problem is, for some reason, DX11 with the latest update is running mostly at 60 plus FPS, but quite often then, you know, when there's a lot of traffic around on VATSIM, it'll drop below 60 FPS. So if I go and do, you know, VSync with 60 FPS and try to stream it, you'll have a very kind of yeah, kind of stuttery stream. I'll be all right. So my streaming or my viewing on the PC here on the monitor will be fine, but the streaming is just going to be horrible. And so that's why today I went back with the 30 FPS, 30 hertz kind of setup, so that you guys hopefully had a nice, smooth experience. Right. Cool, guys. I am still hyped, and I will go now and fly the DCS Apache. And we'll do one training mission, and then we'll hop onto our server to do maybe a shared flight with Yoda and everybody else that wants to join. Big thank you to everyone that supported today. Hats off to my moderators, as always, for their amazing help here on the stream. And so I will say, enjoy the football match tomorrow. I think it's Germany against Spain, right? Tomorrow. So enjoy that. And yeah, stay well. Enjoy the weekend, and I'll see you, if you like, on Monday. Black Box. Good night to Voyager. MN, thank you so much for flying along today. Thank you. Yes, exactly, Nico. I swapped the drives, and I only need to activate, I think, 2 or 3 add-ons. And the rest was just completely unproblematic with the change. I was surprised as well. It was really, 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 really good. Okay. Thank you again for the amazing support. Stay well. I'll see you again very soon. Good night.